How does a solar power system work? While a typical power plant produces power from non-renewable sources like coal and natural gas, which pollute our environment, the electricity that a solar power system produces is entirely renewable and emission-free. Solar panels convert power from the sun into electricity that can be used to power a home. And the more panels you have, the more power your system can produce. When a system is installed, it is typically mounted on the roof of the property, since this is the area most likely to get the maximum amount of sunlight. But solar panels can also be installed on the ground, over top of parking spaces, and more. Wherever the panels are, wires connect them to your house's main electric panel, making the electricity generated by the panels accessible to you. When you pull power from the utility company, they measure the power that you use in kilowatt hours. You can see this number on your monthly bill. The way the utility company measures the amount of electricity you use is with your electricity meter, which is typically located on the outside of your home. Similarly, the power you use from solar power is also measured in kilowatt hours, using your home's electricity meter, along with a few other meters that are installed with the system. Solar power systems only generate power during the day, when the sun is shining. Even on cloudy or snowy days, while its efficiency is reduced, solar power can still work, since sunlight still gets through the clouds and down to your panels, and through moderate amounts of snow that might be on the panels as well. But again, the power is only generated during the daytime when the sun is shining. Therefore, during the day, any electricity needed to power your house can typically come directly from the power that your solar panels are generating. In fact, your system typically generates way more power during daylight hours than you consume during those daylight hours. In other words, there is a surplus of power produced. And this is a good thing. This surplus power that the system generates is what is used to power your home at night when the sun is down and the system is no longer producing power. This surplus can be stored for future use in two different ways. You can either store it in a battery, or your system can send it back to your utility company in exchange for credits on your bill via a process called net metering. When you store your system's surplus power in a battery, that power is available to you at night to power your lights, your air conditioning, your TV, and anything else that uses electricity. However, not all solar systems have a battery. Unless you want your property to be totally off the grid, you don't need a battery if net metering is offered by your utility company, which we'll discuss next. Net energy metering, or net metering for short, is the process of sending excess power generated by your solar power system back to the utility company, and in exchange, having them give you credits for that power that you can use to pay for any energy that you need to pull or purchase from them. Net metering essentially allows the utility company to act as the battery storage system for your excess solar power, and is tracked completely automatically by your electric company and your solar power system, allowing any net metering credits you earn to show up like magic on the bill from your utility company. To be clear, anytime the energy stored in the battery or your net metering credit balance doesn't cover the amount of power you're using at night, you can still buy power from your utility company, just like you did before your solar power system was installed. In this instance, the power company will bill you for the power that you buy from them, just like they did before your solar power system was installed. And that's really it. Next up, let's talk about how solar power can save you money as a tenant.